Friends, welcome to my channel. I am Mayank Mishra. In previous video we have studied about the major water bodies. So now in this video we will start a new topic, movement of ocean water. So from our chapter the water world, we will start a new topic, movements of ocean water. So as you know that what is ocean water, and the ocean water is continuously changing its place and move continuously, and that it moves continuously. So as you know that it's a earth, this is earth, suppose it's earth, and about 29% part is land. 29% part is land, and the rest 71%, 71 or something percent is in water, is in water. So in this topic we will start in this whole chapter is all about the water. We have studied that the major water bodies, Pacific Ocean and fresh water, saline, etc. We will have these things we have studied. So now in this new topics we are starting the movements of ocean water. So in this video we will start that how the water bodies, suppose it's a ocean, how these ocean moves from one place to another, as from how it moves from Indian Ocean to Pacific Ocean, etc. These things we will study how this water moves, how this water moves, etc. These things we will study in this topic. So now the ocean water is dynamic and moves continuously, either in vertical and horizontal way, The ocean water, as you know that 29% is land and the rest is the water, and in which the ocean water is dynamic and moves continuously. Dynamic means that the energy that gives energy, that the thing that give energy to move is the dynamic. So the ocean water is dynamic, that it moves and move continuously from one place to another. From Indian Ocean, if the water moves to another place. So the water is not that in the earth that any place of water that is still at place. No, the water is continuously moving from one place to another. So in either in vertical or horizontal way. The vertical means like this, and the horizontal means like this. So and this is continuously moving like vertical and horizontal. So you will see how the water moves vertical up in the air. So as the waves are so these are the vertical and this is horizontal. So these move vertical and horizontally continuously on the earth. At the day and night there is nothing in the water, it moves continuously, it never stops. So this continuously movement of ocean water is caused by many factors. Which are waves, tides and currents. These movements are caused by several factors. Several factors are there. Is also that the salinity of that water, the weather of that place, etc. But the main 3 points of the how the ocean water moves is that waves, tide and current. So in this video we will study basically about waves. In our next video we will study about tide, and after that we will study current. So now in this video we will study waves. So what is waves? Everything we will study, how waves are formed, everything we will study about waves. So now let's move to waves. So as we have know the how the movements of ocean water causes, what are the factors that move the ocean waters, that were tides, waves and currents. So in this video we will study about the waves. The waves we will study in this topic, in this video, and next video we will study about tides. So what is a wave? What is a wave? As you all of you will say, some of you will say the wave that if you go to beach, the water that comes at your feet and go back, this is the wave. This is wave, and this is the big form of wave. And suppose you are in the beach and the water that comes from very far, and by coming to you, this water is wave very small, but in the seas. So these waves come from very far, and by coming to you these gets very small. By suppose it's a land part and it's sea. sea, ocean, whatever you think. And waves come from far, and by coming to you these waves get smaller. These waves get smaller, and by at your feet these waves come and go back. So this is called wave. So the definition of wave is a regular rise and fall. Rise and fall means that the wave rises and go down. So by this goes vertically and horizontally also. Then also it goes high and rise and fall of ocean or sea water. Ocean or sea water. That is not that you will say that I am teaching that, saying that it is also only called in ocean or sea. In bigger lakes, what also when these factors have, when the winds are very high, these waves are also caused in ponds also, many big lakes also. And due to, and how these waves are formed, what are the things that form waves, what are the factors? Due to wind and surface, due to the action of wind on the surface water. It means that suppose it, one second, suppose it's the ocean water. Ocean water, stable ocean water, there is no waves, it is stable, and the ocean and the winds are blowing. So these winds, when these winds go to the ocean water, by these winds come to the ocean water, when they meet this, the ocean water goes rise. So suppose by taking an example, this is, suppose it's the ocean water, and by the winds come, one second, the winds come, these ocean water rise like this. So these, the movement of these waves continuously go, not on these. So this, the wave, the air come, the wind come and lift rise the ocean water, and rise the ocean water, and these are called waves. And these waves go high, go continuously from one place to another. So in the, suppose the wave is started in the midpoint of ocean, by reaching to you it gets smaller, because of, by coming to you in the ocean, it is very deeply, so it's moved fastly. By coming to you, it meets up the land, and so it comes in by coming to you, it gets smaller. So as suppose you have know all about the waves and how it is caused. And the waves is not only caused by wind, it is also caused by volcanic eruption in underground, earthquake in the seabed, etc. These things we will study from again the shape and size. The shape and size of wave. A wave is not perfectly done, that it is the only the 10 meter high and some meter density. So no, it has no depend. It has no depend on the how much the speed or how much the wind has height, etc. Not dependent. It is dependent on the speed of wind. How much the speed of wind is, the number of speed is, how the wind speed is high, and the wave will go rise. Suppose the wind is very slow, blowing very slow, so the wave will also causes very slow, not very rise. The water will not very rise. So if the wind is very fast, the water will rise highly. So the shape and size, if the wind is slow, the shape will also be small and not very perfectly done. And but if the wind is very high, the shape will be high, and it will the rise very up. So the shape and size depend on the speed of wind and other weather conditions. It means that the winds are blowing very slow. But there is raining. So so the waves will causes high, because of the pressure of the pressure of rain, and the winds make up and form a bigger one. And but if there is very high rain, very high blowing wind and slow rain, so that then it will also causes. If there is a sunny day, is a sunny clear day, and the winds are slow, then the waves will not cause very slow. So this is depend on the speed of wind and the weather condition. Weather condition is also depends, because that if the winds will be small, if the winds are small, weather condition is good, so the wave will not rise very much high. So as you say, if you live on the in coastal side, you will see that in summer seasons, in the regions that sunny day, the waves are not very high, but in the rainy day, and because the rainy day, the waves are very high. So if you have studied one factor, that how waves are caused by speed, by wind, sorry, by wind. So next study about how these winds are caused by earthquake and volcanic eruption in seabed. So now, as we have studied that the factors that make waves is that wind. Wind is the factor that makes waves, and there are also many factors, but we will study that earthquake and volcanic eruption. The earthquake in the seabed, in the floor of the seabed, earthquake in the seabed, and the volcanic eruption is also in the seabed, makes very high. Suppose it's water, and volcanic eruption in the seabed, volcanic eruption in the seabed makes the water to go very high, makes the water to go very high, and the waves will cause very high, and the waves will go very high, and these waves are very destructive. And also the earthquake on the seabed, makes very high destructive waves, as the earthquake in the seabed causes. So these causes very high waves and destructive waves called tsunami. The earthquake and the volcano the earthquake on seabed, volcano eruption on seabed also causes waves. There is not only that wind causes only waves. Earthquake and volcano eruptions also causes wind, and the earthquake and volcano eruption on the ocean seabed. And these factor causes very high and destructive. These means that if the winds wave not causes very high and destructive, like that earthquake and volcano. The earthquake and volcano waves are very high and go to the height of very high, and like the 15 floor building, these waves can go to the earthquake and volcanoes waves can go to the height of 15 floor building. So it can cause very destructive, and if it will go to the coastline, so it will cause very destructive. It will very destructive and causes very high destructive wave, and these waves are called tsunami. When the waves are very small, these are called waves that we are studying. But if these waves convert into very destructive and high waves, we will call it tsunami. So now I know that you have understand this topic, the movements of ocean water waves. So now in our next video we will study about tides. So till then, thank you. Save tree, save earth.